Yeah, then what I do is that I want these wires bundled together so they're not in the way. And because they're going to go out from this side, kind of make sure that they are in a good length. And I use some Teflon tape and just wrap it around for quite a few turns. Like, you don't have to do these, but it makes it easier later on to wire everything. So usually just three stops. We'll hold them together. And say one more roughly here. There are other ways you could stick these things together. Use a tube for wires, but by experience, I think this is just easier to do it, and it will hold as well. Okay, so I have a cable. Then what you need to do, you need to take the top panel. Let's see if we can get a better view. So you take the top plate, you push the wires through this all the way. Oh, I forgot the extra stuff. Right? And then this will go on the top. And also take one of these channels. This should be 20 loops, so 1, 2, 3, 220. Or more, but not too much more. 20, 21, 22. And then you make everything to go through this. Okay. And then once you did that, then you can go on and put the tube inside. So there is no fastening, no nothing here. I will hold. I've been doing it for quite a while. That's it. And then this panel goes all the way on the top. The wires go in between the two motors. And that's it. So these wires is what we're going to use to connect to the back panel. Alright, so then I install the panels. First panel I installed with the front, the left panel. It goes in like this. Now all the screw lenses are 3/8, and these ones are number 832 3/8. So this guy goes in first. And I use another T8. And one more here. You may have to adjust the position of the bracket a little. Turn this one just a bit. Oof, tighten it so hard. Like to turn. Alright. And then the ones in the lower side, so the 2, 1, 2, they are number 6 T8. And then you want to use a nut to tighten it from the other side. Go like this. Now, if you notice that the panels, they don't stay straight, it isn't because the panel is wrong. It is because you installed the frame not the way it was supposed to be. And then I would recommend to loosen the screws and just tap a little bit the frame so that the panel stays straight. For example, right now, as you can see, it is bent. It just means that this chassis, it needs to go a little bit higher, and then it will be straight. This side seems to be okay. So I untightened this screw a little and then put it back and tighten it. Just wiggled a little bit in the hole, and then now it is staying straight and tight. Now, in order to install the right panel, first we have to remove this bar because it sits on the way. So I'm going to open the 3 screws here. Because everything else is tightened, the bar is not going to move. And we needed this bar to calibrate everything. That's why we put it before in the first place. This one's out. This one's out too. Okay, so I'm taking this bar out. And then I can install the right panel. So this is the right panel. And this is the USB slot, and it will go this way. Goes in, the side goes on the side, and then you have to bend the plexiglass a little bit. Don't worry, it won't break that easily. And that's it. That's it. And it will go in. And it will stop down there. Then we use number 10 half-inch to screw the 4 bars here. Now. One. Two. See, and this first one will sit after I install the back panel. And the 2 screws on the top, they are number 832 and 3/8. I'm going to install this screw. So the holes here don't match. It's because I changed the design a little bit, and you need a drill bit to actually drill a hole that matches the bracket. I'm going to do that right now. That's it. And then you use a number 6 1/2 inch to keep it there. And a knot. Okay, so that's there. And then I use the number 832 to tighten this screw here. Here. On the other side. You could also make this hole go all the way through and use a number 6 1/2 inch to bolt it down instead of using it as a tap. Alright, then we install the most difficult panel, which is the back panel, back lower plate. And I installed the remaining 2 screws here. Now one of the holes is a little tighter and it will hold the panel. Once that's done, I put this panel back. And have it installed with the number 1032. Number 10 24 1/2 inch. Sorry. So if the hole is too small, just drill it with a bigger hole. And that should go right in. So that's about that. Okay, so this hole wasn't aligned. It's because when I installed the plate, it's a little tilted. Now I had 2 choices. I could hammer it a little, so I straightened the frame, or in this case, I just drilled this hole a little bit bigger, and I used the washer on this side to tighten to hold the panel. And then this is the most difficult panel to install. And then you want to do the lower plate, like lower bolts. Okay, so I put back and tightened these 2 screws. They're number 632 1/2, and the last thing is the number 832 1/4 inch that goes into the last part of the panel. So that's it. Now we have all the panels set. I mean by all panels, I mean the 3 panels, 3 sides, and then we install the upper plate. Okay. Then take the extension cord that you cut earlier for the bed, goes under the bars, and then through the little hole on the corner. here. That's one wire going through. And the end stop wire, pull it out. Make sure that they stay clear. And I got the Z axis and the stop going to just a 3-wire cable. And the bed fan or the chamber fan. Alright. So these wires go through and then they go and sit under the wire axis to right and the stop. This way. All right. And you can use a number 1024 half inch to hold the wires there. Stop them from moving. On the other side. Okay. Then you put the top plate. So the top plate has 2 holes, right? So it's going to sit like this, and then if you notice the bends, there's more room here. So this is the front side, and there's more room here. So that's the back side. And also the fan hose is closer to the left and more distance to the right. So it goes all the way on the top. And before that, put all the wires through this hole. Okay. So it's not on your way. And then you just put the panel on the top. So this is the top panel. Next we want to install the fans that actually take care of the air circulation.